How's it going, everybody? Welcome. My name is Dutchman Games, and today we are going to uh, put the finishing touches on this island and kind of make it look a lot better than it is. Um, all right. So in the last episode, we put all the trees down and we added the culling distance and we made the island look um, a little bit better. Now we're going to go very into details on the island. So we want to actually handcraft the path more. Um, so we are going to actually go to the content browser itself, and in there, it will have all of the uh, different static meshes that we can put down, and that's what we're going to play with. So all of these static meshes um, that we can put down, we will use to make a more detailed path up to the mountain. So first of all, let's extend this rock a little bit more. So um, with Alt Control and then pressing on one of these points, you could, or just with Alt, you can actually copy them, and that's a very easy way to move the rocks around. Uh, Now we're not going to place individual flowers because we already have a lot of foliage everywhere. But what we are going to do is we're going to kind of place, for example, a nettle and then make it a little bit bigger and then kind of play with that and kind of put things into certain areas that we think would make the game look a lot better, or the map. So it's all about the details, and if you can put in like a very realistic looking detailed environment, the game will just feel a lot better. Um, so I'm just putting down some pines along the side of the rocks, and what we're also going to do is we're going to add some puddles. So go to the landscape um, section and go to the paint area and click on the puddle and add some puddles. So for now, what we need to do is we just need to click on this a few times and we can add some puddles. The puddles are a little yellowish, but I mean, it's, just water, um, dirty water, I'm assuming. And we can just put these kind of around the area that we're going to walk on, you know, just on the sides. Make it look a little realistic, You don't want to put a puddle in the middle because water flows down. So you want to put the puddle on the bottom of the ramp, and don't put any puddles on the ramp because that doesn't make any sense unless there's an actual, like, you know, big hole in the ground or something like that. So up here, we haven't really done much, and I figure we just put some layers down of different material and just kind of like make it look a little bit bigger like that. Because here we're going to put something that I'm not sure what, maybe a cave or something like that, which I think will look pretty cool if we can put a cave down here. But if we're going to put a cave down here, we need to make sure that there's no plants. So we need to get rid of all these plants here, um, and uh, and actually make sure that, for example, we could use these rocks. Make sure that this whole area here, where the inside of the cave is going to be, doesn't have any plants on, because caves plants don't really grow in caves, and yeah, that's just a given. But the entrance can have some plants, that's no problem. We can always also go back in and kind of fix that if we want. So let's take a look now what we got. So we got some puddles, we got some stuff going around. Um, it's already looking a lot better. So once we go up this hill and we reach this area, we will have a cave. Now let's get into that. The cave will be mainly made of rocks. So this is a trick that I think every level designer did once in their life. It's basically making uh, rocks, so putting rocks down to form a base of a cave, and then using the same rocks to make the ceiling of the cave, right? So it's a very simple tactic, but it creates a pretty realistic cave. I mean, to my experience, um, it creates a pretty cool looking cave. So let's actually make these walls a little bit taller and kind of put this up there. Now the foliage is kind of in between here, so we should probably delete these. Go to the foliage landscape tool, and you can actually, oh sorry, the foliage tool, and you can actually click on erase. Make sure these are selected, and you can actually just erase them like that. Pretty easy to do. All right, and then actually should raise these as well, and these as well. Raise them a little bit, and put some on top, and just kind of like slowly build this up. Turn this one around so it doesn't look the same as the one below it. Make it a little skinnier, otherwise it looks so crazy imposing. Something like that. And then once you have this built, which you know can take a little bit of time, you just need to make a roof, you know, and depending on how tall you want the cave to be, you can stretch this out a little, and you can just kind of make a roof like that. Copy this, turn it inside out so it doesn't look the same, and just place it down like that. We have a very basic cave. Now, something that's nice when you make a cave is kind of like to conceal the entrance a little, to make it look a little natural. So for example, uh, I put another rock right here that flows into the cave. Put a rock here, put a rock there, put a rock there, and put a rock here, make it taller. You know, and there's some holes, so, you know, fill the holes with more rocks. You know, there's not a hole here. I mean, you could also leave the hole in, but not in this case. Whatever you want. It's your map. All right. So now we have a little cave that is the apex of the map. And we want this cave. We don't want the player to go around the cave, and we're gonna set, you know, walls for this map sooner than later. So don't worry about that too much. But you can put some rocks in between, you know, to make it clear that they're not supposed to go wander around. Although many players will try, but they won't succeed. Hopefully. Uh, so in here, we're actually going to put some foliage still in the entrance of the cave. So for example, we can put like some plants here, because sometimes the sun will shine here. You know, we can put a tree in front and another tree there, and then another one here, so it doesn't look like it's blend like that. And the cave is very dark. Now, we will put a point light in this cave, just because we want to show off the cave. And you can do whatever you want with this. You can put a, you know, fire in the cave. Actually, do we have that? We do. So let's say you would have a uh, a little fire, like a little campfire. You could put the point light above it, and then make the light a little like this. You could also like code in some flickering, so it does like more like kind of flickers with fire. And yeah, let's just do that. Let's actually see if we have some wood models or some logs. I don't think we do. Actually, what's this? Okay, cool, we do. Kind of. So let's get a little creative here. Let's actually just like kind of make like a campfire almost. Do have to get a little creative here though. Just mix and match this a little. That's fine, whatever. It doesn't have to be like super detailed, but there we go. And now we have our little cave here with a campfire. That's it. And actually, let's make this a little, let's make the light. Uh, oh, can't click it. Let's make the light a little more reddish. It's kind of hard to get the right hue, but I think that's fine. Okay. Cool. Now, something also we can add in is some dust, some ambient dust, and just like make it a little bit bigger. And that will look pretty cool for the level design once we, show this off. There we go. And I think that's kind of it. I think we made a pretty cool looking map, pretty fast too. And I think, getting a map built like this doesn't have to take a lot of time. And it can still look pretty cool. And I really hope that you guys had a good experience with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make your own little island, your little nature island. And I hope that you guys learned a lot and that, yeah, you guys will subscribe and like and for more stuff to come in the future. And let me know in the comments what I can do better with these type of tutorials because I really enjoy making them and I really enjoy sharing my knowledge and hopefully you guys can teach me a little bit how to maybe do it in a better way. But I hope that you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.